So, as a few days ago, Snowfall season 6, which was the season finale, came to an end. So, me, my wife, and my youngest son were having a discussion about which series is the best. Power, the original, Snowfall, or The Wire. Now, I'm going to tell you which one I think, but all of them have some pros and cons, some things that I like and some things that could have been done better. But I did like all of the series. Now, I didn't include an honorable mention BMF because BMF is still going. And of course, Power has spinoffs. The Wire doesn't. And according to reports, Snowfall is about to. But let's start with The Wire. Legendary. The writing in The Wire, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give it a 10. Okay. Gritty, believable. I would say season 5 maybe wasn't believable in totality, but you cannot deny, if you have seen all of The Wires, that the character placements, the character development of The Wire was second to none. I mean, we could talk about McNulty. We could talk about Marlowe, Avon, Omar, Stringer, Wallace. I mean, we could just go down the line. What's the attorney name? The Jewish attorney name? I mean, just Prop Joe, everybody. The Wire, man. Even season 2, the one season folks like to skip over. Season 2 is dope because they show how the dope got into the city. Okay. So The Wire, in my opinion, when it comes to writing, just dope. Some of the best memorable lines, I mean, come from The Wire. It's like Boys in the Hood. There's so many quotables from The Wire. And it had a lot of life lessons, maybe not as many as Snowfall, but The Wire, man, you talk about education, you talk about politics, you talk about the dope game, you talk about inner city living, single parenting, jail system. I mean, it had it all. So The Wire. Power to me had great writing. One of the main differences from Power and the Wire is that The Wire didn't have gloss on it. It was just grimy. Power had all the gloss. I mean, you got designer clothes in every scene. Nobody's ugly. Everybody was attractive in The Wire for the most part. And of course, they used a lot of sex to draw people in. It was just a sexy show, but the writing was on par. I would say the last season of Power, it was kind of unbelievable how it went down, but it was very captivating. Power had the ability to bring you in each and every episode based upon how they wrote it. I would say another similarity between The Wire and Power are the theme songs. Come on now. The theme songs on The Wire and The Power. Besides Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I don't know anything else that I can think of. And Martin, where the opening scenes, where you didn't mind watching or listening to the theme music. Okay. The acting was on par in Power. I mean, every character, they hit it to me. It wasn't like some of these Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey shows where nobody can act. Power had some great actors. To me, they went a little over the top with the sex scenes in season 1 and 2. And then they tapered off a little bit, but then every season they got a little raunchy for me. But I enjoyed it. It was a great series. I think Tariq's series, and I'm not including this in that debate, is up there with the original Power. Tommy's didn't do that well to me. I'm intrigued about Kanan's last season to see how Ghost and Tommy and Tasha and all of them came together. I'm intrigued with that, and I like the storyline of Jukebox, but Power took it to the streets. It just had a lot of gloss on it, but it was very well written and entertaining. And finally, Snowfall. Now, season 1 and season 2 of Snowfall by far were the best, in my opinion. Season 4 and 5 fell off to me. But that season 6, that season 6 is no joke. Now, I read somewhere online, someone said the difference between Snowfall and Power, and this was on social media somewhere, I think Twitter. Someone made a great observation. They said that The Wire shows the effects of drugs on a city. Snowfall shows the effects of drugs on an individual or people in general. And I agree with that. Man, that season where they showed Franklin's girlfriend becoming a crack addict, boy, that was powerful. I mean, that was powerful. Leon's girlfriend getting hooked on crack, that was powerful. Franklin being overcome with greed and pride and showing how he ended up in season 6, that was powerful. That was just breathtaking. I'm still picturing Franklin walking around Compton, strung out and teeth jacked up. I'm still seeing it. I'm like, dude, young people that see this should not want to get in the dope game or even be high after seeing the effects of drugs on people. So, man, that season 1, 2, and 6 did it for me with Snowfall. I'm willing to go buy the DVD set just of 1, 2, and 6, but I'll wait till they package them up and you can get them all for like $45-$50. I hit it up then. But Leon was memorable. I liked his character. Man Boy was my favorite. Going back, seeing the transformation of Franklin, I enjoyed that. Just like in The Wire, I enjoyed the transformation of McNulty. Okay. I loved seeing how he changed in his particular character. Looking at Tariq and how he changed. I mean, you remember when Tariq was really Breaking Bad and he was just to the point to where every week everybody was ready for him to get his butt whooped or get shot or something. That Tariq, man. But he has really developed in his own spinoff. He is vicious. I mean, I like how he is playing the game. It's getting a little dramatic and soap opera for me, but it's still a nice series. So, which brings me to which one do I think is the best? The Wire, Power, or Snowfall? Overall, out of these three, I would have to still go with The Wire. I mean, you can't, because it's just too real. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I watch The Wire seasons 1 through 5 at least twice a year. Matter of fact, me and my wife sit down and we watch it. And it's amazing how every time I watch The Wire, I still find something new. And there's this guy on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel, A Man's World Podcast. You need to watch his episodes where he breaks down the characters of The Wire. He is by far the best on YouTube that I have ever seen. This young guy from Baltimore, I believe, and it's A Man's World Podcast. Man, shout out to him. Y'all check him out if you are a fan of The Wire. Shout out to my man's Mark Darko TV. I think that's what it is. He does Power and Snowfall. Those two young men are doing their thing, and I watch their content. So shout out to them. So let me know down in the comment section, what do you think? Out of these three, The Wire, Power, or Snowfall, which one was the best? That's my take on it. I will go The Wire for number one, just because it was complete all the way through. Then I would probably go Power, because every season to me was on par. And then I would do Snowfall. If they would have kept on that same level of season 1 and 2, I would have probably put Snowfall in second place. But 4 and 5 fell off to me. It was so boring. I fell asleep. I was like, what is going on? It's slow. It just was a drag. And I think that was at the time around where John Singleton may have passed, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm going to put Snowfall in third place. Not a bad place to be. You're just not going to make it in my top 2. So that's my thought on it. It's your man Parlo Gems. Y'all let me know what y'all think on this topic, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.